Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Soaring Wings Show. I'm your host, Trent Wright, bringing you all things Eagles every day. Today, in the spirit of summer, I'll be wearing my Josh Sweat jersey from 2022. You can tell it's a 2022 jersey because it still has the old watermark in number 94 instead of the number that he changed to, 19. Now, don't ask me why an edge rusher would wear 19. It's one of my pet peeves to see odd jersey numbers. I like things that are aesthetically pleasing, and having 19 on an edge rusher just makes me cringe. Other than that, Josh Sweat was one of my favorite all-time Eagles, and I hope he eventually does retire with the team. His Super Bowl 59 performance will always be remembered. His 2.5 sacks of Mahomes and the pressure that led to the Zach Bond interception was absolutely legendary. If not for Jalen Hurts also having a legendary game, he would have been given Super Bowl MVP. But I digress. To go with the jersey, I'll be wearing my Eagles bucket hat, again because it is summer, and I just like the way this one looks, really. It's one of my top 5 in my collection. But that's not necessarily the reason we're here today. We're here to finish our series on the Eagles' golden age. And what better way to wrap that up than to give the owner a little credit, give him his just desserts. Because under Lurie's headship, this team has achieved heights that was never possible under previous ownership. In 1994, when Lurie took over the team, the Eagles were the joke of the NFC East with 0 Super Bowl titles, very few division titles, and very few playoff wins. In fact, Washington, New York, and Dallas all had multiple Super Bowl titles before Lurie purchased the team. Under Lurie's leadership, though, the Eagles were able to make 8 NFC championship games, 4 Super Bowls, and win 2 of those Super Bowls against Pat Mahomes and Tom Brady, respectively, against Andy Reid and Bill Belichick, respectively, in those matchups as well. The only team that comes close to the Eagles in the conference in terms of success would be the Los Angeles Rams, who were able to achieve 2 Super Bowl victories in 4 appearances, just like the Eagles did within that time frame. Now, Lurie's ability to turn what was considered widely a joke of a franchise into a perennial playoff contender is not to be understated. There are plenty of ownership groups, whether it be Woody Johnson with the Jets or the Brown family in Cincinnati, that are either incompetent or in Jerry Jones' case in Dallas, too meddling and have too much of an influence on the team to the team's detriment. Lurie has the ability to take a step back, hire the right football people, and let them make decisions, and for that I'm very grateful as a fan. He usually does not get in the way. Now, when he does step in, it's usually to the team's benefit, like when he fired Doug Peterson after a 4-11-1 season. Doug was 2 years removed from a Super Bowl win, but he knew that it was going nowhere fast and that the relationship has run its course. He cut bait and then hired Nick Sirianni, who would then go to 2 Super Bowls, winning 1, and Nick obviously is still currently with the team. And that's how I'm going to wrap this series up. As long as the core 4, which I believe is Jeffery Lurie, Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts, and Howie Roseman, stays together, this team should continue to see the levels of success that it has in recent years. Those men, all of their talents that I've referenced in these videos, including today's video, are what keeps the green machine in Philadelphia running strong. And as long as we have them in conjunction with each other, we should be in for a continuation of what I would describe as the golden age of Eagles football. There are many reasons to be optimistic, but those 4 gentlemen are the basis of this franchise and what we need to continue the level of success that we've had. Thank you for tuning in to this 4-part series. It was quite a pleasure to make. I've been dreaming of doing something like this for quite some time, and I'm glad for all the subscribers, likes, and comments I've received so far early on in my channel. I hope to keep making Eagles content well into the future, if not daily, then weekly. Again, this was Trent Wright, Soaring Wings Show, and until next time, keep soaring.